Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So today we are looking at the following essential questions as we close read for the second day. We're going to look at essential question number 3, what strategies and resources do I use? No, we're not looking at that one. I'm going to cut this off tomorrow and I'll start over. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to look at the following essential questions as we close read for the second day, the text, Life in the 21st Century. We're going to look at essential question number 4, what's informational text really about? Essential question number 5, how does interaction with text provoke thinking and response? And essential question number 7, how does a reader's purpose influence how the text should be read? As we close read this text, we're going to be reading through it 3 different times. The first time we're going to be reading through it for what the text says. As we read through it for what the text says, you'll be reading over the 2 paragraphs provided, and then in phase 1, you're going to write an objective summary of the text. When you create an objective summary of the text, we are focusing in on learning target number 5, which says to create an objective summary of the text. Remember, as you create an objective summary of the text, you are making sure that you restate the text in your own words. You're not including quotations. It should be in your own words, and you shouldn't add any personal opinions as well. Only include the facts of the text. From there, we're going to go into phase 2, our second reading of the text, where we read for how the text says it. As you reread the text this second time, I want you to think about and consider the following question. What is the author's main purpose in writing the passage? As we read for author's purpose in the passage, we're reading for learning target number 8 to determine the author's purpose, the why of the text. Basically, that means to decide the author's reason or intention, their goal for writing the text. When you think about the author's reasons or intentions, we begin with to explain, to compare, to describe, to urge, to promote, to inform, or to argue. As you look at the text and read through for the second time, please begin your response by writing the following sentence. The author's purpose is to, and then pick one. Explain something, compare something, describe something, promote something, to argue something, or to inform what. Please make sure and understand that the 3 dots mean you need to finish that sentence off. It doesn't end with that word and start with your evidence. No, that's only half of the sentence. Finish it off with something before you start into your evidence. Second thing you need to please understand is this warning right here. Not every option is a correct author's purpose for this particular text. I've listed all potential author's purposes, but not all of them are correct. So make sure you really understand the text, rereading it, and deciding which one makes the most sense in regards to the why, the goal behind why this author wrote this piece and specifically this section. Please follow that opening sentence with your cited text evidence. Remember, as we look at citing text evidence, we're focusing on learning target number 1 to cite text evidence in the form of quotations directly word for word from the text. So make sure you start with your opening sentence, that's your claim, quote your text evidence, and then follow that text evidence with your analysis, where you are connecting and explaining the quotation to the claim that you made in that opening statement. For the third and final phase reading of the text, you're going to reread this text for why the text matters. As you reread the text one final time, we're focusing on looking at rereading the text to answer the following question. What's the main way that having more than one television in the home influences the social interactions of the family? And again, make sure you're citing text evidence for this third and final phase. As we do this, obviously citing text evidence to support yourself is going back to learning target number 1, where you are citing a quote word for word. In the middle of your response, you begin with your claim, you follow it with your quoted evidence, and then you end with your full sentence analysis, making the connections from your claim and your evidence clear for your reader. This particular phase also focuses on learning target number 6, to analyze the interactions between individuals, events, and ideas in a text. In this case, we're looking at the relationship or connection between multiple TVs in the home and the social interactions of the family. So really consider those 2 factors as you reread it that third and final time. So go ahead and get started on this close read.